Welcome to Tech in the Classroom today with Mr. Parrott. I'm Mr. Parrott. We are still learning Google Classroom. This is our third episode of Google Classroom. We've had a little run around here, our classroom page. We've talked about two of the buttons here under the plus sign. Today my plan is to talk about the last two buttons. Now these are the two that you might at first be most excited for, but I'm in the end I think I probably end up using them. Create assignment, etc. I use them equally. But the first one we're going to do is look at creating an assignment. So this is for our channel, the practice channel here at YouTube. The assignment is going to be, let's see. I'm copying it from the other page here. We want them to make a PowerPoint or using slides to create a presentation explaining the three regions of Indiana. Create a new slide, and we're going to set the due date again to I don't know, tomorrow, and we won't worry about the time and topic. I don't have a social studies in there, but we can add one there. We'll call it. We'll say it's history. Probably be social studies anyway. But I also wanted to show you how it works within Google Drive. So if you go into Google Drive, we want to add a slide here. Maybe they can use as resource if the internet's working, which I assume it is. Any second now. Okie dokie. Come on, internet. There it goes. So I'm going to go into right here. This is a map maybe that we had used in class there. I'm gonna change the setting there that students can view the file, but I can also have them edit the file, or it'll make a copy for each file. So if you want to put a PowerPoint or something up here and you want them to work directly from that PowerPoint, then you can click this option here and it'll make a new file for each and every one of them. I just want them to look at it, use it as a reference. And again, same options before. I can save it, I can schedule it, or I can assign it. I'll go ahead and assign it for now. And then when we click over to Noah's, we'll take a look and see what happens. So it's currently assigning. My internet seems to be running a little bit slow. Maybe it's because I'm processing 15 videos at once. Come on, video. Let's go. There it goes. And then that's how it looks like here on ours. Again, we can see that the student has not done it yet. We can see sort of this is the back side of the assignment. We can look at the instructions if we want to see the instruction side of it. Before we click over to Noah, so let's go back over here. I want to go to reuse post. Now, reuse post is a very powerful tool that you're going to be able to use. Probably not this year unless you're collaborating a lot with your teammates, but you'll be able to reuse this in the coming years. These are all the classes I've had before. This is the one I've set up here for archive purposes, just for practice a couple times. Let's say this is an assignment that I used last year that I really liked. I can just reuse that assignment. It's going to come right back up. It's going to give me the papers that I had documented for each student before. Here's a make a copy for each student sort of option, and it even remembers what topic it's in. It's a reading topic. Again, I can add more files or links or whatever I'd like to do for that. But there you go. I can assign it, and I've already done it. I've already, if you've reinvented the wheel, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. It's right there, and you get to keep it for your files in the way and organize it in a manner that's going to be helpful for you. You see the history has now been added to the topic section since we added it down here with that particular assignment. But yeah, that's how you would use those two buttons. Creating assignment is typically something you've already got created. It could be in your Google Drive. It could be something saved, a PDF that you're going to upload right into your Google Classroom. So let's say you downloaded something for Study Island, and you want the students to have access to it within, a worksheet from Study Island. You could then put it in here, and they can then have access to it from that way. We're going to jump back to Noah's account here, and you're going to see that he doesn't have those things, but right up here at the top, he's going to get a button, this black button here, and I want to make sure you show this to your students here. That says show, because as you're doing things on your end, it's not automatically updating them onto their stream, just in case you need to change things or update things or so forth. But when you're ready for them to do that, or when they get on there, they can click show, and they're going to get these things added to it. You can see here announcements didn't have an icon here. Questions have a question icon. Assignments have an assignment icon. Even though this was a reused post, he doesn't know it's a reused post. It's just marked as an assignment from him. So he's gonna look here at his directions here. Here it is. Use slides to create a presentation explaining the 3 regions of Indiana. He can pull up my. I didn't give it permission to do so, but it would be your student if it's there. I don't want to go through the whole request process, and it's mainly just because that's coming up because I'm using a couple different accounts on the same computer. You obviously wouldn't have that problem because your students would be on their own computers, but my computer is just not sure if it's talking to me or Noah, and it wants to get some clarification on that. But there's that. He's going to get 2 buttons down here at the bottom, and I'll show you more of this when I look at my student video. But he can either add something from his Google Drive that he's already created. He can add a link from a website that he's found, or he can add a file from like a Word document that he's already made. Or he can create, and this is one of those G Suite things. These are all the 4 big powerful tools that come with Google Apps for Education that he can use. He's going to create his own slide. And it's going to come up here. It's going to be organized with his name at the end and the name of the assignment at the beginning. And then he can click into that and work that as necessary. And then when he's done, he can turn it in. Yeah, turn it in. It's blank. I know it's blank. But it's for the purpose of the exercise, no, you're fine. Then he's going to get a green check mark saying he's done. Let's go back and look at the other one, because the other one has the make a copy for each student. See here, it's already made an assignment for him, and it's already attached his name to it because we selected that option of make a copy for each student. So he can then click right on that. And again, my computer's a little bit iffy because it's not sure who's doing it, but I guess I could have just clicked yes and go. And he's going to have this assignment ready to go. He's got hyperlinks ready to go. He can type right inside here. What is the size point of view? I can't really remember the name of the. I think it's something that dinosaurs or that we went to the moon. That we never went to the moon. We never visited the moon. Okay, so something along that. He can type right in there because it's a Google Doc, and he's going to save all the time. And when he's done, he can turn it in, just like that. Turn it in, and he's going to get that. Now we click back to the teacher side. Hopefully, I'm still logged in with accepting those things. We get notified that our one student is done with both of these assignments. We can click on it. We can grade his assignments, just like this. We never visited the moon. We can make comments. We're going to talk about that stuff when we actually talk about grading and how these things are organized. But I just wanted you to see that it's there. It's there. So he got whatever grade he got and so forth. I showed you that in the last video. I'm not going to show you that again. But there, it's done. We can also. Oh, that's Noah's. I was going to say he can also unsubmit it and take it back to him, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so we can come back here to our website. Both of them are done. Both assignments are completed. Waiting to be graded. I showed you how to grade it there in the last episode. We're going to look at it again at the next episode, so I won't take up any more of your time today. Just want to say thank you so much for watching the 3rd episode on the Google Classroom. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see next, the next playlist, we are wrapping this Google Classroom thing up pretty quickly. I've got a couple more episodes. Next week, we're going to look at, or the next episode, we're going to look at how these things are organized within your Google Drive, which I'm pretty excited to show you because I love the way that it's organized in your Google Drive. But if you have any other suggestions or what you want to see next, another piece of software, another how to do something, by all means, leave it in the comments down below. And make sure you share these videos with somebody who might need them. Have a great day, and thank you for stopping by. This has been Tech in the Classroom today.